Hello and welcome to another Raggy's Craft Beer Review, as the channel implies. Although today is actually a trad beer, so yeah, you know. So today I'm going over, and I do apologise beforehand if any time there's blood coming from anywhere. I've just had a bottle explode on me, and yeah, I've got multiple cuts on both hands. So I think I've got all the blood off. I've licked it clean, as you do. So let's get that bit out of the way. So from Ulverston Brewing Company, I've never heard of Ulverston, to be honest. It's Laughing Gravy, 4%, a taste of, what does that say? Distinction. So it says this, set in the majestic rolling hills of southern Cumbria. So, Bum and Beer Reviews country. Our finest traditional ales are named using the Laurenardi theme as a tribute to Ulverston's most famous son, Stan Laurel. Based at the Old Auction Mart, Lightburn Road, LA 120AU. So, emails are Tiscali email. Don't they have their own thing? So yeah, a light copper beer with a balance between malt and hops, leaving a thirst quenching aftertaste, brewed using only the finest pale malt, crystal, chocolate, torrefied wheat, amarillo and golding hops. So yeah, first ever beer. As a Laurel and Hardy fan, I'm proper pumped up about this because I, used to love watching Laurel and Hardy as a youngster. Not so much nowadays. I think you just grow out of certain things in life. But in any case, yeah. So here we go. There's a little bit of smoke coming off the top for those people who, like that sort of thing. So it lives up to its name, copper, coloured pour or dark amber. I never know with colours. We'll go with copper because that's what they said. Good carbonation going off, 2-finger head, and yeah, looks decent. Nice traditional beer. Malty, cream, autumnal aromas coming off this. Just yeah, I'm getting that autumnal aroma to it, malty and that, but it's just, them beers that remind you of autumn. Well, this straight away for me is doing that. Let's dive in. Oh, malty, bitey, bit of caramel, but then again, you do get caramel in most bloody most malty beers, don't you? Tends to be the thing. Slight sweetness there, and then that autumnal flavours come. It's like washing you with different flavours. It's quite a complex little beer, really. Named after Laurel and Hardy, Stan Laurel. What legends they were. I've watched their biography things, and how they come to meet each other's, their lives, films, and that, and it's really, really interesting. If you ever see it on TV, it's well worth picking out. I mean, some of their films and their songs, the Blue Ridge Mountain of Virginia. Oh, what class! Hey, yeah, I'm not going to sing it. But a classy song, regardless. It's not meant to be a number one. It's just funny and makes you smile. And in a world where sometimes it can be so difficult, worrying about bills, the cost of everything from all factors at the moment, to drink a beer and to read the background and to smile, even for a few minutes, just gives you a bit of a belief, a bit of hope that there's a better world coming to us. and life's really not all as bad as sometimes you think it is. As someone with anxiety and stress and most likely depression, um, I see the bad side. I embrace that for whatever reason in my head. I embrace that, and it pulls me down. But if I take stock of the situation and think about life in general, I'm married to an amazing woman. I've got 3 beautiful kids. I've got 2 grandchildren. I've got a dog who's sadly on his final journey, you know, not long. But I have a great job. I have a fantastic hobby, you know, hobbies. This gardening, you know, beer reviews. I've made friends from not just locally but around the world, and you need to remember these things. I'm not rich, nowhere near rich. I've spent a lot on beer this week, mind you. Yeah, but the wood beer wall is stocked up to. There might be a gap or two now, but there won't be any gaps by the time I've done. I've got 2 bagfuls of beer to put on the beer wall. But you know, you take stock of what you've got. You're living, you're breathing. You know, get rid of this stuff that you don't need. Pay less for certain things, you know. Like, do you really need Sky Sports, Sky Movies? You can download half the stuff. But you know, all that sort of thing. And I mean, we have got rid of a lot of our extras that we've got. We've all got phones, because phones are a lifeline these days. You know, you can get in touch with. I can let people know what I'm doing. I can do beer reviews wherever I want. You know, phones are great. Phone is one, I think, a necessity in this day and age. But there's a lot of stuff we don't need. You don't need to buy millions and millions of clothes that you never bloody wear anyway. I've stopped buying clothes, unless it's beer stuff. I've just stopped buying new clothes. Buy the odd pair of jeans every now and again, but I used to buy quite a bit, but now, no, cut it out. You know, I don't walk around looking like a tramp, mind you, but I mean, charity shops, you know, like with eating habits, we've stopped eating steaks again now, because one, price, can't justify 10 quid on a steak when we can get 5 meals for the same price. And these little things, these little changes, you can do it. He says with a load of beer behind him, but you know, that's my advice. Oh. So, it comes across as a true autumnal beer. Malty, warming, bitey. It's yeah, I'm really enjoying it, and the fact that it's got Stan Laurel, you know, I'm going to love these Ulverston beers, because I get to talk about one of my childhood idols, you know, through watching the films. Obviously, they'd probably passed away before I was even born. I was born in 1971 when Walt Disney was opened, although sadly Walt Disney never got to see it. That's sad. That does. It gives me such sadness that the world's greatest forward thinker did not get to see his creation come. Although I think Epcot might have been a bridge too far. When he came out with some of the plans for Epcot, it was like, yeah, it may have worked. But I think if he'd have stayed alive for another 20 years, I think he would have been that forward thinking that he would have made that work. That vision is amazing. And it's something that Disney at the moment are not as good as. They're still a great place though. Yeah, don't get me wrong. Sometimes it's nice over beer, but the chatting overrides the beer. The beer is great. The beer's tasting lovely. It's not like some craft beer where you know you've got to explain this. It's not. It's just a good malty traditional beer that's giving off autumnal vibes. That's what I get anyway. For me, a good 4.2 out of 5. I enjoyed it and I love the stand, the whole theme. I hope to tag these guys in somewhere across social media. Sadly, not all breweries have got social media accounts. So, well, sure we'll get their reviews too. I've got 3 or 4 of their beers, so if they didn't know Mr. Rag before, they certainly will do at some stage in the future, I suppose. But yeah, it's been a great beer review. Thank you all for watching, commenting, liking, subscribing in the future. And we'll see you soon. And I've stopped bleeding, so there's a good thing. My God, when that bottle exploded, I'm like picking them up and it just went woof. And I'm like, what? And got a dog. Can't have the dog having a sliver of glass in his feet, so I'm not happy about it. So I've had to take the carpet to that area of the decking, put bits over there just to stop him being able to even walk into that area for as long as it needs to be. But in any case, cheers everyone. Thank you for watching. See you soon.